To practice with the video, you need the design files. Just go to the link down in the description and download the starter kit, and you will have all the instructions, images and design files there. I have downloaded the files and I moved the design and the images folder into our project directory. In the design file, you will have some designs like this, and we are going to build this thing today. Let's jump into the video. Before going to the main part of the code, I want to show you something about Tailwind CSS. If you just check their homepage, you will know a lot about Tailwind CSS. I will leave their website link in the description. Just see their demonstrations. Whenever you stuck in something in Tailwind CSS, just search it in the search bar of their site. They have a very well organized documentation that is really helpful. Okay, we will not wait anymore. Let's jump into the code. If you don't know how to install Tailwind CSS, just see the first video of the playlist and come back. First, let's add some design to our body. To set the background color, we will use BG Slate 800. Then we will use width full. Width full means width 100% and H screen means height of 100 VH. Then P5 means padding 20 pixels from everywhere. And then flex. For display flex, justify center is justify content center and align item center to make everything in the center of the screen. We will have just one div, that's why we just make everything center with display flex. Now it is the time to make that div. Now inside of this div we will have all the contents, but first design this div, position of relative, then we will use the width of 400. If you need to use custom height and width, you have to use these square brackets and use the custom values inside of the square brackets. You can use width and height with W and H. Now we will add some background as BG gray 600 to have some gray background, and text white to make every text white color, and P10 means padding 40 pixels from everywhere. Add text center to place the text in the center of the div, and then rounded to excel for rounded corners, and drop shadow to have some shadow. Now we will add a paragraph tag where we will add the advice text. Add the advice text, then add the class names here. Text emerald 400 to have some nice greenish color. Make the text uppercase with uppercase. Add some letter spacing with tracking widest. With these class names, we are having this design. Next, we will add another p tag to add the main advice. Add the text there. Now add some style to it. Make the text bigger with text to XL. Font semi-bold will make the font bit bolder. Add some padding to the y-axis, I mean top and bottom. Now we will add the divider image which we had from the link. Add the image tag and define the image source. Add some alt text to it. Now we will style it with Tailwind classes. Add the class keyword and give full width to it. Add flex, justify content center and align item center to make it center in the box whatever the size of the box is. Give it some space by adding some padding in the y-axis. Now see the changes in the browser. Now the last part of our design, the button part. First add a div, then add the image tag and specify the source. Add some alt text. Now style the button. In the upper div, add some height, width and background color. Add rounded full to make a circle. Place the button in the middle of the circle with flex, justify center and items center. To position the whole thing, add absolute position to move it in the middle. Move 50% from left by left 1/2 and translate x by -50%. Add cursor pointer. Add some hover state. In this case I'm just going to add some shadows. Add some shadow colors to it, and now see the button, and that is it. In this case we don't need to make it responsive because we have set specific width to the div. We can change the browser size to see if it's working perfectly or not. In the next video we will see how can we make things responsive in Tailwind CSS with other designs. If this video helps you, then subscribe the channel and give it a thumbs up. See you in the next video.